Our chief foreign correspondent Ian Pannell reports from Jordan tonight on the heels of his exclusive trip inside Gaza.
Tonight, as Palestinians return home in Gaza by the tens of thousands,
we made it. We've survived.
Relief for many has now turned to anger after that bombshell announcement from President Trump that the United States should seize control of the Gaza Strip.
You wake up on a slap on your face after knowing the solution of the President of the United States to us. Just leave your homeland.
We've been following 22-year-old Tala Hatzalah's story since the beginning of the war. Tonight, Tala says Palestinians will not leave their homeland.
It's a Palestinian land, and Palestinians have the right to decide what they want and need from this land.
ABC News getting reaction from Palestinians at refugee camps throughout Gaza.
بالله يا راجل الواحد بلا ماخذ بضحي بدمه عشان يضل في قلب أرضه.
لو بنموت هنا ما هذه بلادنا اللي الغريب هو اللي يطلع احنا بنطلع.
هذه أرضنا ووطننا وإحنا صامدين فيها بإذن الله.
وهذه أرض فلسطين، فلسطين هي بلد أهل فلسطين من الأبد الأبد، وما بنقدر نطلع منها مهما يكون نقدرش نطلع منها.
And we're the first American news team allowed back into Gaza since the ceasefire, flying over the devastation with the Royal Jordanian Air Force.
Right now, we have Jordan to our right, Israel to our left. We're actually flying over the Dead Sea, on our way to Gaza, delivering this much-needed aid.
After 2 hours in the air, we touched down on the edge of Gaza, the airmen rushing to get that much-needed aid on the ground as the Israeli military watches in the distance.
Well, this is as far as we're allowed to go. The barbed wire is stopping us from entering further into Gaza. But all around here, you can see the debris, the wreckage, the ruins of what used to be people's homes, people's lives.
The bulldozed remains of buildings, all that's left after 15 months of war.
We're here in Gaza at the moment. We're here together with the Israeli Defense Forces. We're not allowed to say exactly where we are. You can see the tanks next to me. You can hear the sound of the tank fire. We're hearing gunfire. It still remains an incredibly active zone.
More than a year later, over 2 million people still call this place home. And in Jenin, in the north of the occupied West Bank, where a major IDF operation is ongoing, are Britt Clennett speaking with Palestinians who seem to have near universal opposition to Trump's plan.
President Trump is now talking about clearing out Gaza. As someone who has also been displaced, what's your message to him?
طبعا هذا الحكي بالنسبة لنا كفلسطينيين مرفوض. إذا كان ترامب
Abu Anton al-Zubaydi, who fled the Jenin refugee camp with 10 relatives, saying Palestinians will not give up their land. Local officials here say 16,000 Palestinians have been displaced.
عالي كثير وغالي كثير، فشعبنا الفلسطيني عنده استعداد إنه يقدم الغالي والنفيس من أجل نيل حريته. ما فيش شيء بيجي بدون ثمن يعني.
And in East Jerusalem, where President Trump moved the US embassy in his first term in 2018, Trump's comments met with scorn.
Explain to an outsider the Palestinian connection to their lands.
Yes, the Palestinians, they're very connected to the land. They are started as a farmers long time ago, and the land is very important for them. Where are they? In Jerusalem, in Gaza, in West Bank?
And back inside Gaza, as this tenuous ceasefire holds for now, roughly 400,000 have returned home to the north, tent cities now being erected. And for Palestinians here who've been through so much, the future is still uncertain. But one thing remains constant: this land is their home.
Is it so hard to feel our need for our land? To understand that this relationship between us and our land can't ever be removed. It's something we are born with. No one can remove this thing from our blood, this love from our blood.
Yeah, so many have no intention of leaving. Ian Pannell is with us now from Jordan. And Ian, how are allies in the region responding to Trump's comments?
badly, in a word. Words like non-negotiable, absurd have been used. We've seen statements from the Jordanian King Abdullah II, statements from the government of President Sisi in Egypt, and the strongest statements of all from Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince, basically issuing a statement. This was at 4 a.m. in Riyadh, almost after President Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu had finished speaking. Firstly, making clear that there would be no normalization between Israel and Saudi Arabia without an independent Palestinian state. And secondly, totally dismissing the idea of moving Palestinians from Gaza. And there are many reasons for that. Of course, historical above all else, because they regard this as Palestinian land. But I think the other reason is genuine national security concerns for Egypt and especially for Jordan. Already, a half to two-thirds of the population here in this country are Palestinian refugees, and certainly for the royal family and for the government and many Jordanians, that is as much as they can take. So it seems like a non-starter at the moment. Is this a precursor to some kind of Trumpian negotiation? We'll just have to wait and see. Linsey?
They are clear about that. Ian from Amman, Jordan for us. Thanks so much, Ian.